Experts say they're a product of global warming, a new breed of...
Scientists have just made an incredible and unsettling discovery. A new hybrid animal capable of hunting even the mighty bear. This unique creature, with a mix of traits from top predators, has shocked experts. Found in remote regions and rarely observed, this apex hybrid predator could disrupt ecosystems in ways we're only beginning to understand. 1. Groller bears. Groller bears, or grizzly bears, are nature's horrifying response to a warming planet. These hybrids are born from the unlikely pairing of polar bears and grizzlies, two powerful predators that have been forced to overlap habitats as climate change drives them closer and closer together. A new breed of bear with an unpredictable blend of traits that make it even more dangerous than either parent. They are a massive force to be reckoned with. This is a bear with the size and icy resilience of a polar bear, mixed with the strength and territorial aggression of a grizzly. That's anyone's worst nightmare. Groller bears have a mottled, creamy coat, and a physique that combines the long claws and humped back of a grizzly with the powerful, streamlined body of a polar bear. They can move through icy waters just as easily as they can sprint across open terrain. Their claws are made for tearing through meat and earth alike, and their massive paws give them the strength to overpower prey of almost any size. In fact, they're capable of hunting down large animals like moose, elk calves, and, under certain conditions, other bears. An animal that can outmatch even its fellow predators is something we need to be especially afraid of. Groller bears' hunting instincts are a terrifying mix of stealth and raw power. Unlike grizzlies, who mostly rely on foraging and occasional predation, Groller bears have the ruthless hunting behavior of polar bears, which wait for hours near icy openings to snatch seals in a single, lightning-fast move. But these hybrids have the adaptability to hunt on land too, stalking prey and attacking with swift, calculated force. When they target a meal, there's no escaping their powerful jaws and muscular build, designed to break through thick hides and bones. Even other bears aren't safe. If a groller encounters an injured or weaker individual, it will take the opportunity without hesitation. In the harsh environment they live in, food is scarce, and they'll do whatever it takes to survive. Groller bears are also opportunistic feeders, able to switch from hunting to scavenging depending on the season or available prey. This versatility has allowed them to thrive in changing ecosystems where other animals might struggle, but it also means they'll go after whatever they can find, making them unpredictable and especially dangerous for anyone unlucky enough to come across one in the wild. These hybrids are relentless, hunting with a chilling efficiency that combines the best and most terrifying traits of both species. Driven by climate change, groller bears have become a force of nature in their own right. As polar bears lose their sea ice hunting grounds, they're being pushed into grizzly territory, causing unexpected encounters that lead to either competition or hybridization. This is a predator that's a symbol of our changing world, a haunting reminder of what happens when ecosystems are forced to adapt too quickly. As apex predators with few threats, groller bears are not only a danger to wildlife, but also to other bears that might already occupy these areas. Nothing is safe, not even people. This is a brand new apex predator that combines the best of two worlds and none of the restraint. Want to learn about other insanely terrifying animals like these? Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. We've got a lot more where that came from. 2. Liger. The liger, an incredible hybrid of a male lion and female tiger, is a towering creature that seems like it's not even from this world. These animals grow to jaw-dropping sizes, sometimes stretching up to 12 feet in length and weighing over 1,000 pounds. Some rare individuals even top out at a staggering 1,600 pounds. Their golden coats are laced with faint tiger stripes and dotted with occasional lion-like spots, a visual blend that only hints at the intense mix of power beneath their skin. With longer limbs and larger bones than either parent species, ligers are built to dominate any environment, a combination of bulk and grace that allows them to move with terrifying speed. Their jaws, equipped with oversized teeth, look powerful enough to tackle prey far larger than anything lions or tigers typically hunt. And unlike lions, ligers love water, thanks to their tiger lineage. They're as comfortable stalking prey through shallow rivers as they are thundering across open terrain. You literally can't run or hide from these beasts. Though ligers only exist in captivity right now, their behavior is a scary mix of both parents' traits. They can display the social, territorial instincts of lions, but also the solitary, stealthy habits of tigers, making them unpredictable and difficult to manage. In the wild, a liger would be an unstoppable predator, easily able to hunt large prey. If one of these giants ends up tracking a herd, its sheer size and strength would be an overwhelming advantage, as a liger could take down animals that even full-grown lions and tigers might struggle with. A lot of people think that just because they've been bred in captivity means we are never really going to have to deal with their existence out in the real world. But that's not necessarily the case. A lot of exotic animals used to be exotic pets that people were just keeping in their homes. Eventually, their numbers increased and irresponsible owners led to their escape. With time, they became easier to find in the wild, and as they bred with local animals, the hybrids got weirder and weirder. Even if a few ligers were to get out in the wild, they would be able to take down everything in their path without ever stopping to take a breath. 3. Koy wolf. Koy wolves, a hybrid born from coyotes and wolves, are one of the best examples of nature's ability to adapt and evolve under pressure. These resilient predators have emerged as powerful hunters in North America, combining the agility and stealth of coyotes with the strength and social instinct of wolves. As habitats overlap because of environmental changes, these two species have come together to create a new, highly adaptable predator that has quickly staked its claim in both wild and urban areas. Typically weighing between 30 and 50 pounds, they're larger and more muscular than coyotes, but more streamlined than gray wolves, allowing them to slip through forested areas and blend seamlessly into suburban neighborhoods. Their coats, often a mix of gray, brown, and tan, are like natural camouflage, enabling them to hide in plain sight as they patrol the fringes of human environments and open terrain alike. But it's not just their appearance that makes Koy wolves insanely effective. They're also great at surviving. Unlike coyotes, which tend to hunt alone, Koy wolves often hunt in packs of 3 or 4, a behavior inherited from their wolf side. Together, they have the power to take down larger prey like deer, and they know how to use their surroundings to their advantage. Urban environments have become their unexpected home. Parks, alleys, and green belts provide cover and food sources, from small animals to discarded garbage. Their instincts have evolved to navigate these areas under the radar, avoiding human detection, while quietly adapting to the opportunities city life offers. Not because they're scared of us, quite the opposite. They can take us down in an instant. They just don't want to deal with the trouble. That's because Koy wolves don't just rely on their power, they're also highly intelligent, a trait that serves them well in the unpredictable mix of rural and urban habitats. They're capable of adjusting their hunting strategies based on what's available, whether that means stalking a stray rabbit on the outskirts of town or scavenging in suburban dumpsters. This intelligence and adaptability make them incredibly dangerous, as they're able to exploit human environments without direct interaction, staying out of sight while making themselves at home. In ecosystems where their presence has grown, Koy wolves have begun to fill critical roles as both predators and scavengers, balancing populations of smaller mammals and other prey animals. But their increasing presence near human settlements makes it all that much scarier, as they have shown they can handle a surprising range of prey and environments. This is a predator that's not only here to stay, but one that is adapting faster than most people realize. Survival at the edge of civilization. But it's closing in on us faster than we realize. 4. Holfin. Holfins are a rare and surprising hybrid, a mix between a bottlenose dolphin and a false killer whale. They're the product of two intelligent social species merging, giving them a unique blend of traits that make them both captivating and mysterious. Though the name suggests a half-dolphin, half-whale creature, both parents are technically dolphins from the same family, Delphinidae, so Holfins bring together the best of both worlds in an unusual package. These hybrids are much larger than bottlenose dolphins, but smaller than their false killer whale parents. They can grow up to 20 feet long and have a very distinct color pattern, with dark gray skin and lighter patches, perfect for blending into the ocean's depths. But it's not just their looks that set them apart. Holfins also have a unique set of teeth, with around 66 teeth, right in between the bottlenose dolphin's 88 and the false killer whale's 44. Their rapid growth is something we just can't ignore. They get massive within just a few months of birth. When it comes to behavior, Holfins pull from both sides of the family. They have the playful, social nature of dolphins, often seen interacting energetically with other sea life. At the same time, they exhibit the hunting ability of false killer whales, capable of taking on a variety of fish and marine organisms, though most of what we know about their diet comes from observing them in captivity, where they eat everything from frozen herring to capelin. Holfins are extremely rare, especially in the wild. While there have been a few sightings of potential wild hybrids, nearly all recorded Holfins have been born in captivity. Kekemalu, the first Holfin known to survive in captivity, was born at Sea Life Park in Hawaii in 1985. She later shocked researchers by proving fertile, giving birth to multiple calves, a rarity among hybrids. With only a few Holfins known, there's still a lot we don't know about their long-term health or behavior. But one thing is clear, the ocean's smartest mammals might continue evolving in unexpected ways, and we might not be able to stop it. 5. Zebroid. Zebroids are hybrid animals that combine the wild, untamed traits of zebras with the domesticated characteristics of horses, donkeys, and ponies. These hybrids might look beautiful, but beneath their unusual appearance lies a set of behaviors and attributes that can make them super scary. Zebroids tend to inherit the unpredictable temperament of their zebra parent. Unlike horses, which have been domesticated for thousands of years, zebras remain wild animals with a deep-seated wariness of humans. This makes zebroids very difficult to train and, a lot of the time, aggressive. Their wild instincts mean they are less likely to cooperate with humans, and they may even attack if they feel threatened or cornered. Physically, zebroids are strong animals, often inheriting the zebra's muscle mass and stamina. They can be more powerful than the average horse or donkey, making them difficult to handle for anyone without experience. Their physical strength, combined with their natural stubbornness, means they can resist control and lash out if provoked. Zebroids also inherit a stubborn streak, particularly from their zebra side. They often end up going through the same obstinate behavior that makes zebras notoriously hard to train. While horses are known for their intelligence and willingness to please, zebroids can be equally intelligent but more inclined to refuse cooperation, leading to frustrating and sometimes dangerous situations. Visually, zebroids are hard to miss. Their striking zebra-like stripes, often visible on their legs, neck, or rump, make them appear more like wild animals than domestic ones. They're also known for being physically superior to their parents. Their endurance and strength often surpass that of their non-zebra parents, making them formidable in the wild. This added strength can give them an advantage when it comes to survival or competition, but it also makes it even more difficult to manage. Handling zebroids isn't for the faint of heart. Their natural flight response means they're quick to run away when startled, and this can lead to dangerous situations if they bolt unexpectedly. On top of this, when threatened, zebroids are known to fight back aggressively, using their powerful legs to kick or their strong jaws to bite, which can be harmful, especially if they go at it over and over again, which they do. These animals can trample you over and not think twice about it. 6. Kama. Kamas, the hybrid offspring of male dromedary camels and female llamas, aren't what really first come to mind when you talk about scary hybrid beasts, but they sure are. Bred for agricultural purposes to combine the strength and endurance of camels with the docility of llamas, Kamas are still pretty crazy. Their unique characteristics make them both intriguing and potentially dangerous. One of the most unique aspects of Kamas is their size and strength. These hybrids can grow to 7.5 feet at the shoulder and weigh up to 2,200 pounds. While llamas are generally smaller and more docile, Kamas inherit the physical power of camels, making them physically powerful even when they're not really trying to be. This hybrid mix can lead to erratic behavior, especially when Kamas feel threatened or are put in uncomfortable situations. Their temperament can shift quickly, and they may display aggression if they sense danger or are cornered, making them difficult to handle, just like camels. Their ability to assert dominance or defend themselves means they can become more territorial, posing risks to those working with them. Kamas can also be difficult to train because of their mixed ancestry. They're super stubborn because that's so dominant in both parents you can't escape it. Their flight response, like many large animals, can cause them to bolt unexpectedly when they feel threatened. They tend to use their powerful legs to kick or their strong jaws to bite. This defensive behavior can inflict serious harm. If you get in their way, you're a goner. 7. Dozo. Dozo, the hybrid between domestic cattle and yaks, might look like it's just an impressive asset for high-altitude farming, but they're not exactly the kind of animal you'd want to mess with. Sure, they're great for milk and meat, but their size, strength, and unpredictable behavior can make them pretty intimidating. First off, size and strength. These hybrids are huge. We're talking about animals that can weigh over 1,000 pounds and stand tall like it's nothing. They're strong and built to handle tough conditions. But that power also means they're capable of doing some serious damage if they feel threatened. Then there's the aggressive behavior. A lot like their cattle parents, Dozo can get territorial or defensive if they're cornered. They're not shy about charging or kicking if they don't like the situation they're in. And with all that muscle, it's not hard to imagine how dangerous that could be if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. The unpredictable temperament comes from their mixed parentage. While yaks tend to be calmer, the cattle side can add some volatility into the mix. Dozo can be pretty calm one minute and ready to charge the next, making them difficult to predict and even harder to handle. The fact that they're a hybrid of two strong animals gives them added strength, endurance, and resilience. They thrive in high-altitude environments, surviving where other livestock might struggle. But that also means they've adapted to survive in tough conditions, which can make them more defensive and harder to manage in stressful situations. One thing that's particularly tricky with Dozo is the sterility of male Dozo. Male hybrids are usually sterile, which means farmers can't rely on them for breeding. When handling Dozo, expect a flight or fight response. These guys can be skittish, and if spooked, they might take off running or get aggressive. One of these literally hid out in the wild for 8 months before it was finally caught and brought back home. Handling them requires a solid understanding of how to work with large, potentially dangerous animals. If you're inexperienced, things could go south really quickly. 8. Jaglion. A Jaglion is a rare hybrid born from the mating of a male lion and a female jaguar. With their combination of traits from two powerful predators, Jaglions can be a nightmare to be in the path of. Jaglions are massive. They can weigh anywhere between 300 and 500 pounds, and their length, including the tail, can stretch up to 10 feet. That's a lot of muscle and sheer size to fight with. Their predatory instincts make them even more dangerous. With the hunting skills of a lion and the stealth of a jaguar, Jaglions are experts at tracking and taking down large prey. Whether they're creeping up on something or charging full speed, they're always prepared to dominate their environment. The way they look only makes them scarier. They might have the golden mane of a lion, but their bodies are marked with the distinctive rosettes of a jaguar. Their behavior is another unpredictable aspect. While lions tend to live in groups, jaguars are solitary. So, a Jaglion might behave in unexpected ways, being social one moment and aggressive the next. This inconsistency can create problems for anyone trying to manage them, as they don't always follow the same rules as other big cats. In captivity, Jaglions face their own set of challenges. They're often bred out of curiosity rather than for conservation, and when they're cramped up in those cages, they become really aggressive. Dealing with Jaglions is a serious responsibility. They can be highly aggressive when threatened or stressed, and their size means any violent encounter can quickly become dangerous. Add to that their unpredictable social behaviors, and it's clear why these animals require a lot of caution and expertise, something most people will not have. 9. Beefalo. Beefalo are a mix of domestic cattle and American bison, and they bring together the best and the wildest traits of both species. On the one hand, they have the calm, manageable side of cattle. On the other, they carry the raw power and unpredictability of bison, making them a bit intimidating. These hybrids aren't small. Beefalo can weigh anywhere between 1,000 to 2,200 pounds of solid muscle. Though beefalo are generally docile, they can easily turn aggressive if provoked. Their bison genes give them a strong protective instinct, so if they feel threatened, they're not afraid to show it. And when they do, their size and strength can knock the opponent out in seconds. What really makes them scary to be next to is their unpredictability. They inherit wild bison instincts, which can make their behavior erratic, especially in high-stress situations. Bison are known to pick fights with multiple lions at once, and still not break a sweat. And these guys can be much worse than that. One thing beefalo does well is survive. They're tough, which means they're often better at handling tough conditions, whether it's freezing winters or sweltering heat. And let's not forget how they look. Beefalo have that rugged, wild appearance with thick coats and a solid build that echoes their bison ancestry. They look like animals that can survive anything, and that wildness can be a little intimidating. Beefalo are strong, tough, and full of surprises. They might look like just a big cow, but don't let that fool you. They've got the power of bison and the instincts to match. Handling them requires skill, but it can also lead to some serious rewards for anyone brave enough to work with them. 10. Whale hybrids. Whale hybrids, particularly the fin blue whale hybrid, have the entire world on edge. First off, these hybrids are huge. Blue whales, the largest animals on Earth, can reach lengths of up to 110 feet and weigh as much as 200 tons. When these giants hybridize with fin whales, the creatures inherit this massive size, making them one of the most horrifying things in the ocean. Their size alone is enough to make them intimidating to both marine life and humans. What makes whale hybrids particularly tricky is their behavior. With a mix of genetic traits from two very different species, these animals don't always follow the expected patterns of either parent. But another troubling aspect is genetic introgression, where the DNA of the fin whale is passed into the blue whale gene pool. This could affect the genetic health of blue whales, potentially making them more vulnerable to disease or climate change. For conservationists, this is a significant concern, as the unique traits of the blue whale could be lost over time if hybridization becomes widespread. The difficulty in identifying these hybrids only makes all of this even worse. Often hybrids look nearly identical to their parent species, making it easy to mistake them for pure blue whales. This visual ambiguity means that scientists might underestimate the true number of pure blue whales, hindering effective conservation strategies. Whale hybrids can also be more defensive or aggressive, especially during mating seasons or while protecting their young. With a combination of traits from both parent species, they might be more territorial, making them that much harder to study and avoid in the open waters. Could you survive a face-off with them or any of the animals we've talked about in this video?